Thank you. Test. Hello and welcome to Kingston Heath Soccer Complex for a great Senol NPL Victoria round 12 clash between Bentleigh Greens and Melbourne City. Should be a cracker game this Friday, May the 8th, 2026. Bentleigh Greens starting lineup: Brendan White in goals, Keji Kajiyama, another number 3, the number 4, Scott Hillier, Lee Broxman, Melbourne Victory legend, he'll be starting tonight, Marky Petrados, the number 7, Anthony Lynn, and also a couple of Melbourne City players, Peter Antonio, Ryan Carms, Jaden Nikovsky, James Neuenhausen in goals, a big in for City, Angus McIntosh, Beckham Baker, Isaiah Boston, Roland Bella, Medan Mehmedi, we've seen plenty of him this season in the A-League, Lawrence Wong, Harrison Shillington, and that's your Melbourne City starting lineup. Michael Boffey, he'll also be in the Bentleigh Greens tonight. Dimitri Ralos and Kalilu Kamara, one of their star centre-backs, so looking forward to seeing him in action. Should be a cracking contest. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll get underway. We're not far off kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 12 of the Victorian National Premier League men's senior competition. Bentleigh Greens versus Melbourne City. Your announcer tonight is Ray Giorgio. The lineups will be read out in a moment prior to the kickoff. Thank you.
Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the line-up for Bentleigh Greens, the home team. Number 1, Brendan White. Number 3, Keiji Kageyama. Number 4, Scott Hillier and captain. Number 6, Lee Broxton. Number 7, Gerasimarcus Petratus. Number 10, Anthony Lynn. Number 15, Mario Balzea. Number 22, Michael Boffin. Number 25, Claude Deng. Number 47, Dimitri Rielis. Number 68, Kalilo Kamara. For bench, number 9, Dennis Manuel. Number 20, Ahmed Talib. Number 23, Brandon Conti. Number 26, Jawad Reze. Number 29, Ishmael Haji. Number 30, Luca Resti. In a moment I will return with the visitors lineup. The visitors, Melbourne City, starting 11, number 2, Peter Antonio, number 3, Ryan Cairns, number 4, Jaden Makovsky, number 6, Angus McIntosh, number 10, Bethel Baker, number 12, Isaiah Boston, number 14, Roland Pawala, number 18, Medin Mernetti, number 20, Lawrence Swan. Number 24, Harrison Shillerton. Number 41, James Melvin Houston. The bench, number 8, Christian Polizudis. Number 13, Daniel Martina. Number 16, Nikota Durovic. Number 23, Thomas Massa. Number 67, Sean Robertson. Thank you very much. Welcome to round 12, April, May 2026.
It's only like 60 minutes in. Sorry? It's only like 60 minutes in. 60 minutes in? Roughly. Sorry? Yeah, the second half kicked off about 10 to 15 minutes ago. Oh, really? Nah, all good. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello from Kingston Heath Soccer Complex, the home of the Bentleigh Greens. We are in for a cracker this evening. The 9th place Bentleigh Greens are hoping to break a 2-game losing streak against a Melbourne City side that are coming off their best performance of the season, where they defeated South Melbourne 1-0 away from home last round. Both these teams have had recent promotions from the Tier 2 VPL 1 competition and have started their campaigns in the top flight with steady outcomes thus far. I cannot wait to call this one with you. My name's Max Hatzoglu, your solo commentator for this evening. It's a great pleasure to have your company. To the teams, starting off with the home side, Bentleigh Greens, they've made 5 changes. So Captain Scott Hillier comes in. Brendan White will be in goals. Lee Broxman, the Melbourne Victory legend, he's coming into the starting lineup tonight. And also Claude Deng, the number 25, he'll be in to the starting lineups for the 4 changes there for the home side. Melbourne City, they've swung a few changes as well. They've brought in James Neuenhausen. He'll be goalkeeping. We saw a bit of him in the A-League this season. Medin Mernetti, he's also in, wearing the number 18, another player that's come in from the senior Melbourne City side. And Harrison Shillington, he'll be wearing the number 24. He'll be starting tonight as well. To quickly go through the lineups, we're not far away. Starting off with Bentleigh Greens, Brendan White in goals. Kajiyama, he'll be wearing the number 3. Number 4, Scott Hillier, the captain. Lee Broxman in number 6. 7, Mackie Petrados. Anthony Lynn wearing the number 10. Number 15, Mario Baldau. 22, Michael Boffey. 25, Cordeng. Dimitri Ralos, number 47. And Kalilu Kamara in the number 68. For the visitors, Melbourne City, Peter Antonio wearing the number 2. Captain Ryan Carms in the number 3. Jaden Nikovsky, number 4. Number 41, James Ewenhausen. Number 6, Angus McIntosh. Number 10, Beckham Baker. Isaiah Boston, number 12. Number 14, Roland Balla. Number 18, Medan Mehmedi. Number 20, Lawrence Wong. Number 24, Harrison Shillington. So, about to get underway here at Kingston Heath. A nice night for football. Hope you enjoy this one. Yanni Miladis blows a whistle, the referee for tonight. As you see that one knocked forward early. The home side here, Bentleigh Greens, coming off a 4-2 loss to St Albans. They've lost their last 2. They'll be looking to produce a good performance here tonight, needing to get on the winners list. So here's Shillington in tonight for Melbourne City. He'll be taking this throw in. Couple of good ins for City. See how they make the most of that one. As we see Bentleigh with the charge forward. Nice header there from Boffey. The ball's come inboard. Just trying to work it in a tight space there is Baldea. Him and Petrados. Okay, a couple of big defenders to look out for tonight. City, they've got Carms and Nikovsky there in defence. Nikovsky, he's wearing the number 4. He was in the Young Socceroos program. Here's James Ewenhausen. Made his A-League debut earlier this season in the A-League, and I was there to see it. Did a fine job of that. Pulled off a couple of nice saves. Did the job, and in fact, he held his spot in the side. Patrick Beach was carrying a little injury, but James Ewenhausen, he did well to play consecutive games there for City. As we see them trying to work their way out the back. That's Carms, the captain. Here's Neuenhausen. He'll be full of confidence coming down to this level after a bit of time at the senior level in the A-League. Here's Boston now. He's got Balla on the far side here. He looks to go to him. He does. Balla, the man in form in this competition. The young gun has a shot early. Straight into the glove of Brendan White there. A good early attempt there from Balla. Jeez, he looks so lively and energetic. He scored the 5 goals this season. He scored last week to make it 1-0 in the 10th minute against South Melbourne. Ball at the central of the park at the moment. Here's Petrados. To Hillier. We will keep an eye out for Lee Broxman, wearing the number 6 tonight for Bentleigh. Couple of plays there. Play continues, no whistle. And here they are, Melbourne City charging forward early. It's a touch there, to pass perhaps. Stopping, thinking. And that might be the whistle. No, it's not. Play continues yet again. A shot. That is, just flies across the face. A nice attempt there from the far side from Lawrence Wong. Certainly one to keep an eye out. He's had a strong start to the season. In fact, that was Beckham Baker, a creative attacker. He's been in good form this season, Beckham Baker, so one to watch. He's already scored twice so far in this campaign. Melbourne City 7th on the table with a 3-5-3 record so far this season. Pretty good, you'd have to say, for a young side. Plenty of 18, 19-year-olds in this team. A couple of youngsters as well who are 17. Balla, handball, but play continues. Looking for an option inboard. Finds it. Shillington now. He's pulled down, but play continues yet again. Here's the experience there of ball charging forward. Lynn there trying to do the work. Here's Lawrence Wong now. Nifty player, dangerous. Bella now on the near side. Shillington works it inboard. Bella. Boston. Shillington was tackled close to the penalty area. It was Baldea with the tackle there. Shillington just down, just clutching at that. He's a little bit sore. No foul called there from our official tonight, Yanni Maldeus. Throwing a nice dangerous ball over the top. That one's on the outside of the boot from Mehmedi. Shot there, but that goes out. So it looks like Lawrence Wong is just playing a little bit deeper. Obviously got Mehmedi wearing the number 18. He looks to be playing right out the front for Melbourne City. Those two will be up front. And in behind is Peter Antonio, one of the young Socceroos playing tonight. Goal kick here from Brendan White. He's come into the starting lineup tonight. Petrados competing for that for Bentleigh. It goes out for a throw. So I hope you've enjoyed the start to this one so far. Just over 5 minutes in. Thanks for tuning in. Pretty beautiful night for football, you got to say. Dry conditions, a little bit of rain earlier today. Here's Calms, the captain, plays this one centrally. In towards Mehmedi. Broxham there. Works it to Kajiyama. Oh, George Sarkis is not happy at all about the non-foul call there. Still having a chat about it. McIntosh plays it to Calms. Wong turns it over, gets it back. Still going, does beautifully. Stretching for the ball. Antonio. Now they go all the way back to Nikovsky. Nikovsky likes to dribble. He holds onto the ball and dribbles beautifully. He does super well there, setting up McIntosh. McIntosh towards the far side. And here they are now. Doing a good job there on the far side. Might win himself the cross. He doesn't in the end. Kajiyama does the work for Bentleigh, but it's turned over and a throw-in now. So Yanni Maldeus is the referee tonight. We know what happened last week. Bentleigh, they conceded 2 goals in the first 20 minutes against St Albans. So far in this one, it's been a better start. Shillington. Back to Nikovsky. That's a dangerous and a nice ball, you must say, centrally. Opens up the field. Here's Mehmedi with the shot. There we go. Plenty of time in the A-League this season, and he arrives back to NPL in style. And Melbourne City take an early lead. Just like that. A beautiful start for the visitors. Plenty of bright young talents in this team. What a beautiful ball, you must say. Jaden Nikovsky, the young Socceroo, beautiful ball out from defence. Played it in to Isaiah Boston, I believe, and things just opened up from there. A beautiful, neat finish. Got past Brendan White, no problem. And well done to Medan Mehmedi there, the youngster. Proving himself at A-League level. And there's no surprises that he's doing it here in the NPL Victoria competition. The early lead here for Melbourne City. pass there from Lee Broxman, goes all the way back. Okay, Calms on the ball here for City. It's played up the line. And now they're coming. That's a nice ball there from McIntosh. Oh, Roland Balla, watch out for him. Nice work there defensively from the captain, Scott Hillier. Back this week. Didn't play last week. Had a red card against Preston in round 9. So it's good to see him back in action. Experienced player, you must say. More than 84 appearances in this competition. So someone that they'll be relying on, Bentleigh. Here's McIntosh. Neuenhausen now on his right foot. Gets it across. And they're going to come, perhaps, Boston was there in the middle. They elect to go towards Wong. Mamedi tries to get it. That one's just a little bit too much on it. Just saying these names. You just get excited about the future of football here in Australia, but specifically Victoria. Its bright talents are just a pleasure to watch. Turned over. Here's Roland Balla in towards the central part of the pitch. A chance. Here's a shot from Balla. Oh, blocked. Mamedi now. Passing it into Wong. Wong on his left. It's 2-0 in the opening 11 minutes of this one. You wouldn't believe it. Just like last week, they've conceded 2 in the first 20 minutes yet again, Bentleigh. Alarm bells everywhere. Clinical from City, you got to say. But really, it's silence all around here at Kingston Heath. The fans are shell-shocked. We saw a fair few subs pulled from Bentleigh Greens last week. They made 3 subs at halftime. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we see one before halftime in this one. So slick from City, you got to say. Very slick. Another turnover. Wong, that was cheeky, to Antonio. Nice pass there. Wow. They're threatening for a 30 at the moment, City. They can relax. Well, you don't want to say that ever, but just the way they're looking at the moment, they look like a team that's well-oiled and just dominating, a well-oiled machine. That one from Angus. They retain possession. Boston gets it from Angus. Now they're working it from the far side. Wong trying to use his pace. He's causing trouble for Bentleigh. Broxman now on the ball. The experience of Broxman. Played up the line. It's turned over though. That was Shillington working it back to Neuenhausen. Stuart McDonald, the coach of Melbourne City, he'll be standing there pretty delighted about this start. Here's Boffy. Broxham. Okay, that might have been a free, but not called. So Boldea, he's still going, works it to the far side. Here's Rallos. Tries to get past Boston. No call. Boston trying to work it out. He does eventually. Here he is now. Dangerous part of the pitch, but does super well. Shillington now. Time and space for City. Antonio to Boston. Here's Wong. Out to the far side. He's got Wong to his right. Works it in towards the back post. Balla over his head. Here's Hillier, the captain. They need him. Petrados works it back to Boldea. Petrados now. Can they respond here, Bentleigh? Does well, Petrados. He's going to keep going here. Might think about the shot. He does! Oh! That was heading towards the top left corner. Petrados there with the attempt, but there's been an offside flag, so play will stop. Not a bad shot there. Beautiful effort. Great save there from Neuenhausen. So Bentleigh Greens last week against St Albans, they were 3-1 down at half-time. So they did manage to respond with a goal. Unfortunately, though, I believe they conceded in the last minute of that first half last week, and that led them to a 3-1 deficit. Just looking at George Katsakis now, they've had an up-and-down season, Bentleigh. George is pretty frustrated at the moment, but they're on a 2-game losing streak. Before this, they were going pretty smoothly. Just the 3 losses, they had 4 wins, a draw. So they were off to a promising start to the season. But they had a draw, and since that draw, they've had 2 losses. They've had some good Doherty Cup action. They had a nice, I believe it was a 1-0 win recently. That was about a week ago. We'll just keep an eye on this play. Beautiful ball from Antonio to Bella. He tried to just put it on a platter there for Wong. In the end, it's going to be a Melbourne City corner. So, this could be Wong taking this corner. It's played along the ground. Oh! Was almost 3-0. Wow-wee. Shot there from Beckham Baker. Nice block in the end. Nice ball from Wong towards the near post. McIntosh all the way back to Neuenhausen. Neuenhausen, what does he do? Back to McIntosh. It's Peter Antonio. Boston. Lawrence Wong. Slick ball. Hillier. This is Boffy. Dangerous turnover. Wong works it in. Mehmedi with the shot. Another corner for City. Cold night here at Kingston Heath in Cheltenham. Wouldn't be complaining too much though for a early May fixture. So Wong standing over this one. Does he go along the ground? He puts this one in the air towards Baker. Baker keeps it in against Broxham. Wow. Well, it's Broxham. It's going to be hard to get past, isn't it? A victory champion. Still running around doing an excellent job. Boston with the throw in. We will go through the ages of some of these City players because they're a young team that's just full of so much promise and potential. I mean, a lot of them are already starring. It's pulled down there, but it's not called. Bit of frustration. Broxham plays that out towards the front of the City bench. And there's Beckham Baker. He's had a pretty strong game out on that left side. Jaden Nikovsky, not long ago, he was representing the young Socceroos playing against China. Very good with his distribution. Baker Wong's been super good. Broxham plays it out towards Ralos. Ralos gets past him. Here's Wong. Wong, that's a crafty ball in towards Boston. Look at this slick passing. Boston again works it inboard. Angus. They continue the play here. Baker to Boston. Oh! Wow. Pretty good attempt from Boston. He's running all the way back to left back now, but for him to push up and deliver that, well, you want him in your team, that's for sure. Exciting start to this one. If you're a Melbourne City fan, you're very happy. Maybe Aurelio Vidmer's here, the senior coach, eyeing off a couple of these youngsters. Well, half of them, well, I wouldn't say half, but a lot of them already play in his senior team. Meta Manetti, James Neuenhausen, Lawrence Wong as well. He was featured for City in the past. That one's out. Ball's thrown in. Shillington with a throw-in. Jaden Nikovsky. He hasn't had to dribble up the field too much so far today. He just slowly works his way up there a little bit, but he can go further than that. We'll keep an eye on that later on. Shillington, that's a superb ball in towards Mehmeti. Comes out to Angus. Here's, again, Mehmeti, a penalty shout. Arms waved, not called. Oh, that's a slick pass. Bola on his right foot. Nice work defensively there from Buffy. So Melbourne City definitely continuing on with their impressive form. They beat South Melbourne 2-1 last round on Friday night at Lakeside Stadium. That's a nice ball towards the back post. It's going to fly out though, just a little bit too much on that from the dangerous Roland Ballard. He was the one that scored last week. He made it 1-0. And then Lawrence Wong scored the winner. Made it 2-1 in the 60th minute. And they held on there, Melbourne City, to win. Their biggest win this season for City. They beat St Albans 5-0. Back in March. That was out at Casey Fields on their home turf. So White to go long. A contest. Ballard, nice header, but to nobody really in the end. It's going to go the way of Bentleigh. Michael Boffey doing the work. Brendan White. They work it up towards the left side. Petrados looks for a free kick, doesn't get it. McIntosh to Antonio. Bala. They're on again, City. He was pushed over just as he kicked that one, but no call, no foul call. Holding each other. Lynn was being held and he wins the free kick. There is a little breeze here at Kingston Heath, left to right of screen. So it's blowing straight into the face of Brendan White. So in the favour of City. We'll see if that is a factor later on in the game when Bentleigh go the other way. Bala almost wins it. Handball not called. Kajiyama there getting away with one. Boffey back to White. Boston gets in front of that one. Wins the header. Fighting over this one. Baldea's in there. Peter Antonio. Broxham doesn't give away any foul. Wong's down. Let's hope he's okay. He's had a bit of a history of injuries, Lawrence Wong, I believe. We haven't... That was Cordeg with the throw-in. Here's Bella. I haven't seen too much of Kamara. This ball's played down towards the left side. Lawrence Wong charging. Plays it out towards Beckham Baker. Beckham Baker. Oh, it comes off the post and goes out. Don't know how that happens, but it did. Frantic moment of play there, almost 3-0. Brendan White, he's just going to slowly walk this one back up for the goal kick. Get a chance to catch his breath. It's been a tough start in goals for Brendan White. This ball's played back to Neuenhausen. Neuenhausen, oh, I thought he was going to go long. Takes his time. And let's put Trados. Kachiyama. Oh, a bit too much on that one. Rallos tried to get to it. Doesn't in the end. Plenty of other games happening tonight as well in the Senol NPL Victoria competition. Oh, another turnover, and they're on here, City. Charging here. Beckham Baker works it into Bella. Bella! That's 7 for the season now. In fact, it's 6, I beg my pardon, and City are up 3-0 here. Very poor defence there from Bentleigh. Turnover in a bad part of the field. And Bella, he's just up and running this season. Scored last week, and here he is, consecutive weeks scoring. And Melbourne City, they're the team to be at the moment. Wow, what a start. Inside the first 30 minutes here. They've conceded 3 goals, Bentleigh. What they do from here is a wait and see. I was under the impression that Kalilu Kamara would be starting tonight for Bentleigh, but he's not. And that's probably been one big out. Penalty shout. And it's called. Melbourne City with a penalty opportunity here. It looks like Mehdi will take this one. Beckham Baker may have wanted to take it, but it will be Mehdi and Brendan White. He has an opportunity here to pull off a save, but all the momentum going the way of City, and also the wind. The wind is directly coming from the back of Mehdi here and towards goal. So Medan Medetti starting tonight. He's come down to NPL Victoria level. Let's see if he can convert here from the penalty spot. He does it. Melbourne City lead 4-0, and they're on track for their biggest win of the season. They beat St Albans 5-0 earlier, and at the moment it's looking like they'll beat that record. Question marks here for Bentleigh Greens. They're missing Kalilu Kamara, that's for sure, in defence. Laid out, perhaps. I don't know what's happened to him. May have had something go wrong in the warm-up because he was listed to start, and then perhaps a late change. Petrados works it. And here they come again. This has just been an absolute smashing here from City. And a shot, and another shot, flies over. A little bit gobsmacked by this scoreline, 4-0. I was coming in tonight thinking Bentleigh Greens, they'll perhaps get their season rolling again. Melbourne City, they're going to have a couple of their scholarship players. They require mandatory breaks from football, and they will be coming for Melbourne City. So before that, perhaps for them and Stuart McDonald, they just want to, okay, let's really nail this one. Let's get a few wins under our belts before we have to lose a few players, the likes of perhaps Meta Minetti, who could go on a little break, that mandatory break that they're required to go on, because they have just had an A-League season and so forth. Anyway, Petrados wins a free kick there. In an exhibition here at Kingston Heath. Very impressive football from Bentleigh. Scott Hilliard, they're like, what's going on here? Okay, they look to go inboard. They lose it, but a chance here. That's a shot. Neuenhausen pulls off a nice save. Shouts for a penalty, not given. And City are back going the other way now on transition. Turned over. Wong tries to get it to Mehmeti. He does. Mehmeti works it out to Beckham Baker on the far side. Beckham Baker gives it off. That ball's played inboard but turned over. Header there. They're working it out. Boston with the pass. Angus. Neuenhausen. Shillington. Here's Calms. Angus McIntosh. Shillington with a long pass. Turned over though. Ralos. Towards Luke Oresti. He's the one that's come in to the starting lineup late in this game. So I believe that Khalil Kamara has come out for some reason, and Luke Oresti was the one that started for him. Shellington. Bella towards the back post. Good header away. That was from Deng. Angus. Here's Shillington working up the ground. Calms. Kovsky. Calms. Kovsky. To Calms. Lawrence Wong. Calms. McIntosh. Nothing too much to worry about at the moment for Melbourne City. Put on absolute exhibition. And here they come now through Peter Antonio. Just to give you the ages of a couple of their starters tonight. 19, Peter Antonio. Nikovsky's 18, the central back. You got McIntosh, 19. Beckham Baker on the left side, he's 17. Boston, he's 18. He's the number 12, just in front of Wong here. Lawrence Wong, he's 18. Just a number of just real pure talented players showing how good they are tonight against a Bentleigh outfit who have had experience at this top flight level and have had success. They won the VPL 1 championship in 2025. As we just keep an eye on the play there, that's going to fly out. It will be a Bentleigh ball. Bentleigh, they won the Doherty Cup 2022. They were the NPL champions at the top tier level in 2015, 17 and 2019. So Melbourne City just putting up a really good fight here. And not just a fight, it's been a downhill skiing thrashing of Bentleigh on their home deck. Still time in this game. We've seen funny things happen. A couple of players down cramping at the moment. And Lee Broxman is down. There's a few players on the ground, but Lee Broxman is one of them, and he looks like he is a little bit sore, and he might be perhaps heading to the benches after receiving medical attention here. With his team 4-0 down, Lee Broxman, the 38-year-old, might just be a wise decision to have him come off here. And he will come off, and coming on will be Brando Conti. So there's the change. Brando Conti, first half change here for Katsakis in the 36th minute. We saw a couple of changes last week at half-time. It was 3 changes at half-time. Well, here we're seeing an early one. Might be offside there, and he is. Let's see how that change affects play. Neuenhausen to Calms. Boston to Angus. Angus doesn't. Oh, well, he does win a foul in the end. It was Kachiyama giving it away against Angus McIntosh. Been an action-packed first half, it's fair to say. Non-stop goals, really, and they're all going the way of Melbourne City. Can they get another one, potentially? Bentleigh on the ball for the time being. Baldea does well. Gives it off to Kaji. Kaji works it out towards Deng. Anthony Lynn, he hasn't had much to do tonight. The 23-year-old playing up front for Bentleigh, wearing the number 10. Here's Bella. Uses his pace. Angus McIntosh. Peter Antonio. Here's Balla, beautiful ball. That one's on the back heel, and it's going to be 5-0. What a goal! Harrison Shillington with one goal you will want to see again. That was an absolute beauty. Curled it in. And there we have it. 5-0 Melbourne City. On his left foot, this has been an absolute exhibition from the young Melbourne City side. And even the home fans, their team is down by so much at the moment, but even they were shocked by that goal. That was an absolute beauty. You can't blame Brendan White for letting that one through. Into the top left corner to put his side 5-0 up. Melbourne City, they won't be in 7th place at the end of this game. They'll be jumping up the ladder, and their goal difference is going to absolutely rocket through the roof. It was at 2 before this game. Well, we'll just wait and see how far it goes up by the end of this one. They're charging again for a 6th here, City. I don't know what's going to happen here with Bentleigh, because they've just subbed off Lee Broxton, and they're going to have to make a couple of other changes here. And it's also about the players on the pitch. They're going to have to step up, because there's only so many changes they can make. This is a nice play. It was Ralos still going there on the far right side. Wong working hard. Boston. Boston still going to Calms, and that one's to Nikoski now. Turned over in the middle of the park. Turned over again. Does that get to Petratos? No, it doesn't. Nikovsky on it. So a goal in the 9th minute, goal in the 11th, 27th, 30th, now the 40th. 5-0 scoreline. Will we see a 6th goal in the opening 45 minutes of this game? Shillington with the last goal. Nikovsky. One's worked back. That one might be offside. It is. Whistle blown. So just a live stat update. 2 shots to 15. 11 on target. 2 on target. 80% possession the way of City. They've really dominated this one. Bit of a shock, really. A couple of good ins, it must be said, for City tonight. Venemanetti's one of them. They've also had James Ewenhausen come in. He's come in, though, and he's in goals. He's contributed a bit, but it's really been an impressive performance here tonight from Melbourne City. They started okay. The first 10 minutes hadn't conceded. And then after that, they conceded it. Well, they conceded in the 9th and the 11th. So the first 8 minutes was okay. It was looking all right for the home team. And it all changed from that point onwards. It'll be a 3rd loss on the trot for Bentleigh. And they're not stopping here, City. They are not stopping, that's for sure. Lukovsky looking to create. He goes for a little dribble. That's what he likes to do. Balla. Angus. Captain Calms. That's Beckham Baker. Ryan Calms. Peter Antonio's making a run, doesn't get to him. Tight defence so far from Bentleigh. Lukovsky to Carbs. Peter Antonio. Wow. Thought they were on again there. Nice defensive work. Boffy does well. Works it up the line. Petrados contends for the header. Ball ends up with City again. Couple of minutes to go here before half time. Oh, it gets through in the end, and it's going to be another goal. Wow, you wouldn't believe it. Menon Minetti makes it 6-0. Half-time whistle goes. What a first half here from Melbourne City, putting on an absolute clinic here in Cheltenham. And George Katsakis is going to grill his side, you'd imagine. They're going to have to make some serious changes here, work out how they're going to fix this, because at the moment, it's looking like City could win this game by 10 goals. It could be 10-0. We'll wait and see, but hope you've enjoyed that first half, and we'll see you on the other side. 6 goal scorers for City, leading 6-0 away from home. Take a breath, and we'll catch you in about 13 minutes when the second half gets underway.
playing Melbourne City. They've got half the A-League team playing. So, yeah. Anyway, here's what it is.
Well, we're back here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex on a nice Friday night. You wouldn't believe the scoreline. 6-0 the way of Melbourne City. Dominant first half. Meta Mehmedi with the hat-trick. Scored in the 9th minute. And then in the 30th. And then in the first minute of added time in that first half, he scored again to make it 6-0. Shillington with the other goal for City, and Lawrence Wong also scored to make it 2-0. And Bala was the other goal scorer. So 4 different goal scorers for City and a 6-0 scoreline in that first half. Let's see what's to come for the rest of this game, but from what we saw in that first half, it was all City. And you'd only think that's going to continue here in Cheltenham. Hope you had a nice half-time break, because it's going to be an intriguing second half here. So we see a couple of changes. Lynn off and Manaloo comes on. We got a couple of other changes as well. Rezai is on. Relos is off. We saw Lee Broxman come off in that first half. Ahmed Talib's on. He's come on at half time, so he'll be one to watch. He scored in the Doherty Cup to lead Bentleigh Greens to a 1-0 lead. So let's see how Bentleigh respond. Haji is the other one to come on for Bentleigh. So, we're underway. And charging down the left side are Bentleigh, and they're going to continue to try and push forward on this one. Nice work and good energy there from Brando Conti. He came on for Broxton in the first half. Here's Bala. The speed on him in those yellow boots is electric. That's a big long bomb. Coming to the far side here. Here's Beckham Baker. Nice work defensively there. That was Cordeng. Boldea. Now it's out to the far side. Here's Petrados. That one's switched across. Hillier, the captain. Deng. Back to Hillier. Solid start so far from Bentleigh. They didn't concede in the first 8 minutes of that first half. Then after that, they conceded a whopping 6. Nice control there from Shillington, who scored an absolute hurler to make it 5-0 in that first half. This is their biggest winning margin so far this season. 5-0 was their biggest win this season before this scoreline. Let's see if they can hold on here, City, to break that record. Neuenhausen into the starting lineup tonight. Hasn't had much to deal with so far in this one. Elects to pass that out here to the captain in calves. Angus, Lawrence Wong, and they're on again. Meta Mehmedi already got a hat-trick in this first half. To Bala, back post. No, it's not. Goes out for a goal kick. Meta Mehmedi, the youngster playing for Melbourne City. Had plenty of bright moments for them this A-League season. Also had some challenging ones as well. But the youngster stepping up tonight here with a hat-trick. Beautiful work for him. One of those goals was a penalty. And the other two very clinical finishes, just like all the other goals I've seen fly in tonight. Here's Calms under a bit of pressure, but part of the pun, he was calm there to pass that back. Neuenhausen. Nice work there from Shillington, and they're on again. It's been the same story all night. How do they hold up here, Bentleigh Greens? He does well. That's Boffey. Turned over, however. Played in towards Lawrence Wong. Wong's already hit the scoreboard tonight. Here's Beckham Baker. Angus now. Balla. Shillington. Balla. Can't get through. Okay, there's a chance there, an opportunity here for Bentleigh. Nice long ball. A chance now from the far right side. Haji trying to compete. Boston puts in a nice challenge here, but it's going to be a corner here. They take the quick pass. Petrados. It's a ball inboard, but no one's there. Here's Balla, the dangerous Balla. Angus, working hard. Angus McIntosh. Lawrence Wong, he's got an option to his left. He's still working. Boston. Oh, that's a turnover there from Calms. A chance. That's got to be a whistle. It is eventually. No card. I don't believe we've seen one so far in this one. That's a shot, a quick attempt. Just flies over. Scott Hillier there with the attempt. Wasn't the worst option. He was out of his goal line slightly there, Neuenhausen, and we spoke about it in the first half. That wind is blowing left to right of screen. It's blowing straight into the face of James Neuenhausen, the Melbourne City goalkeeper. So Scott Hillier just taking his chances there. They've got to be ultra aggressive here, Bentleigh, if they want to win. It might be a little bit out of reach for them, a victory, but even a draw perhaps. Just a bit of good football here for Bentleigh, who are ninth on the ladder, and they're looking for some good football. They've got some tough games coming up next. They've got Heidelberg, then they've got Caroline Springs, George Cross, 2 home games, and then they travel and they face Avondale. So they want to be in half decent shape for that one. That one flies out. Long throw in. Hillier gives it to his opposite number 4 in Angus. Boston, nice reaching pass. Boston, 18-year-old. He's playing like he's experienced 30-year-old that's been in this NPL Victoria competition for more than 10 years. He's not the only one that's playing like that. They're looking like a polished outfit here, Melbourne City. Lawrence Wong. He's got Beckham Baker to his left. He's thinking. He has to try and get past Scott Hillier, who does a really good job to just hold up play there. Nikovsky, and that ball will get picked up from Brendan White. 34-year-old in goals tonight. Ahmed Taleb, he started last week. He was in goals for Bentleigh, but they made the change this week. Did see a couple of changes at half-time. Bennis Menelau, the number 9, coming on for Bentleigh Greens. We also saw Brando Conti. He came on, and under a bit of pressure here is the Bentleigh defence. So far they just hold up. Boffey with the clearance. Shillington gets the throw in. Nikovsky. Boston looks centrally. Okay, play it down for City, and now they're going forward, Bentleigh, but with not a lot of chemistry. Menelau there played a ball back towards his teammate. That's a big challenge there in the middle of the park. There was a challenge there from, I believe, might have been Buffy. It was Baldea, I believe, in the end. There's Buffy working it towards Hillier. He's been lively since he's come on. That's Ismail Haji. Here they are now on the far side. Curls it in towards the box. Peter Antonio with the reaching foot there, and it goes out. It's going to be a throw in. Quick throw in there. In the end, they slow it down. Rezai was looking to take the throw in. The Afghani forward, the 24-year-old, he's been subbed on. He was also on the bench last week. Jawad Rezai. That ball goes the way of City. Jawad Rezai, though, he's come over from Marconi Stallions. So let's see if he can give him some spark. I believe he might have scored in the Doherty Cup for Bentleigh Greens, their last game in that competition. Lukowski having a think, works this one. Nice clearance there from Buffy. You can just, they're a well-drilled team, City. They're 6-0 up, but they're still barking orders, looking for that perfecting play. Boston under pressure there. It was a tricky little throw in, and they're on here, Bentleigh. A chance perhaps. Can they get one back? It's a tight wrestle there on the left side of the park. Here's Peter Antonio now. And that might be a foul there from Kajiyama, the number 3 for Bentleigh. Wong works it back. He's been in tremendous form. Scored last week. Here he is again, stepping up. Nikovsky, he's going to go for a run here. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps going. He does. He likes doing this. He's skillful at it as well. He's got Wong to his left. He uses him. Wong now might go from long range. Oh, he goes for a beautiful pass to Mehmedi for number 4. Mehmedi's got 4. Wong with a beautiful assist. 7-0 Melbourne City. Bentleigh Greens with absolutely no answer. They had a chance at halftime to have some discussions, try and work it out. But Melbourne City, they just continue rolling the goals in here. Excellent from them. Clinical. The young side are as bright as anything. Superb football. Mehmedi Mehmedi has 4. 3 in the first half, 1 in the second. And I do not believe that will be the last goal we see tonight. There could be more on the way. 7-0. Throw in the way, City. So 7-0 here. Do they go to their bench, City? Do they rest their players? Fair few records you'd imagine will be broken after this game tonight. 7-0. 6-0 at halftime. 7-0. Boston works it back. Nikovsky, another nice run. Gives it towards Wong. Wong on his left. Beckham Baker hasn't scored tonight. Works it inboard. Nikovsky. Wong Offside flag up. A chance here for Bentleigh to take a breath. Christian Polyzudis coming off and coming off. Christian Polyzudis coming on. And coming off is Isaiah Boston, who's had a superb outing. The 18-year-old playing at left back. He'll have a rest, well-deserved rest for him. Christian Polyzudis coming on. He was dropped to the bench for this game tonight. So an early sub and an early introduction to the game for him. Came over from Western United in the off-season, Christian Polyzudis. Wong using his body nicely. That's a foul, whistle blown. So in case you missed the first half, Mehmedi opened the scoring. Wong followed up 2 minutes later to make it 2-0 in the 11th minute. As we just keep an eye on this play. Here's Wong looking to cut it back. It works so far. Wong back on the ball. Here's Peter Antonio. Angus still going. Hilliard just boots it towards George Katsakis on the bench. It's going to be a Bentleigh ball. There's a little ricochet there. You just wonder what George Katsakis is thinking here. What the players are thinking. It's a really difficult situation here for Bentleigh. Big game coming up next week. It's a big game for George Katsakis as well. Coaching against his former side. Here's a long ball in, a chance. Can they get one back? No, they can't. Nice work there from Ryan Carms. So Bentleigh with the throw in here. They haven't had much time in their front third tonight. Trying to work it here on the byline. It'll be a James Neuenhausen goal kick. They look to play it quickly. Ryan Carms. Didn't pull the trigger. No need to, really. 7-0. I believe we might see played up the right side. Balla there trying to do the work. So Christian Polyzudis came on earlier for City. Isaiah Boston has come off. Thomas Nasso also on the bench for City in the number 31.
Nasso's on. What about that number 31?
Angus in there. Polyzudis. Nice work there from Bentleigh. Bentleigh, they're going to boot this one centrally. That one thrown in from Pete Antonio. Hope you're enjoying this one here in Cheltenham tonight, wherever you're watching from. It's been an action-packed game, it's fair to say. Dig is challenging for the ball. Baldea does really well for Bentleigh. Ryan Calms continues his fine performance. Wong, he has been so lively. That's Polyzoudis working it to the right side. He's tucked himself through there, an opportunity. Shillington already scored tonight. And that's going to be a Melbourne City corner. Nice block there from Bentleigh to prevent that ball going in. Pick and Baker to take this one. Back post, ball in, chance! Wow. It was Thomas Nasso there on his right foot, just missing the goal by less than half a metre. Thomas Nasso, he's come in for this game. He's come on off the bench. Melbourne City fans, they'll be very pleased with this performance tonight. Can Bentleigh get one? Can they just get one back? It's been a tough night for them, it's fair to say. Neuenhausen. Plenty of other games happening as well. We'll keep you up to date with the scores in those ones. Plenty of football on across the weekend. It doesn't stop here in Victoria. NPL, football, VPL 1, VPL 2. And the list goes on. Got the NPLW as well, of course. That ball's played long. He might be onside there, Balla. Might get to Wong. It doesn't. Pressure being put on here in the midfield. Oh, that's a heavy challenge. Polyzoudis is down. So just to look at a couple of scores around the grounds. Heidelberg leading South Melbourne 4-0. St Albans leading Green Gully 1-0. And Oakley and Dandenong 0-0 over there. And Preston Lions leading Dandy City 1-0. So a few scores for you there. Here on Friday night, plenty of football happening. Got a few good games on tomorrow. Altona Magic taking on Avondale. Here they are now through Razai. And it goes out. Hadji there. Petrados to take the throw in here. Deng didn't feature last game. He's in tonight. Ball in towards the back post. Chance here. Do they get one back? And they're fighting for the ball. It was Jawad Razai there who put the shot in, but it was blocked. A 24-year-old Afghani. Couple of plays in the box here. That's towards the near post. Was towards Boffy. That ball's played high up in the air. Headed by Boffy. Nikovsky steps up. Here's Joa. Well defended there. I believe it was Polyzoudis, the defence of the number 8 from Melbourne City. So Melbourne City, they're taking on Green Gully next game. That's away. And then they got Dandenong Thunder at home, followed by Dandenong City. So they've set themselves up here for a big month of football, a big May. They beat South Melbourne last week. They're going to beat Bentleigh Greens tonight. Green Gully, they've struggled this season, so could be a couple of wins in a row for City. VPL 1 promotion playoff winners in 2025, Melbourne City. Well, the NPL Victoria 3 runner-up in 2022. They've had success and they just continue that success. 7th place before tonight's game, and they're going to jump up the ladder after this win. Stuart McDonald, the coach, in a fine position here with the players that he's got at his disposal. Lawrence Wong, one of those star players that he's been able to utilise. You'd be thinking for Melbourne City just to manage a couple of these stars. No need really to take any risks. Plenty of football for these guys to play. Scott Hillier up against Wong there. Wong just putting enough pressure on to force Hillier into making a tougher play than what he probably had to there. All right, substitutes. So Peter Antonio coming off. And we're going to see Roland Balla coming off as well. And a couple of players coming on for City. So the number 16 coming on. And the number 17 as well. So Nikola Jurakovic is on, and I believe Sam Robson might be the other substitute coming on for City. There he is on cue there, Nikola Jurakovic. Number 16, here he is, taking the throw in. Beckham Baker using his nice dribble skills. Hillier with the clearance. Tough night for Bentleigh. Let's see if they can get something going. Angus McIntosh does nicely. Back to Calms. The number 4, Nikovsky. 18-year-old young Socceroo. Having a fine night tonight. The big, tall central defender. Here he is. Nikovsky having a think. Works it in. Baldea's pulling there, but no foul called. They continue down the right side here, Melbourne City. He uses Polyzudis there. That ball's played all the way back towards Calms. Calms is calm. That first touch there, brilliant. On the last line. Nikovsky now. So Daniel Martina is the other one that's come on for City. He might get this one here. In fact, it's going to be another goal. No, just missing to the right side there. Was Thomas Nasso in tonight, coming on off the bench. He's had a few nice lively moments. And someone's down at the moment. We'll just have a look. Bit of cramping there for... I believe that, well, it'd be surprising if it was Nikola Jurakovic because he's just come on. It's not him, it's Angus McIntosh. He's been busy tonight, the number 6. Non-stop football. He's going to have a little bit of pickle juice now. That'll solve all these problems. I'm sure it'll taste good as well. We'll just confirm that he spat that out. might have missed it, or I don't know if he has. Maybe we'll leave that to the post-game, figure that one out. Here he is, Angus. He might have to be straight onto the play here. That pickle juice doing the job. Okay, a chance now. They're coming. Hadji can't get to it. Nicely done from Calms. Beautiful ball from Neuenhausen. Shillington. Inboard. Nice pass. Threads it through. Another good pass across the face. Chance on the far side. Goes out in the end. It was Angus Cartwright. So to take this will be Beckham Baker. Couple of good options in the box for him. 7-0. Another chance. He's already scored one tonight. Not to be. They're coming now through Petrados. Petrados, he's got one option ahead of him. Looks to go himself. Does well. He's still going. Here he is. Another good challenge there. Brilliant work from Polyzoudis. Bentleigh Green, they're still going, however. They haven't had much possession at all tonight. Nicely done there from Nassau. Matina works it back. McIntosh. Oh, Hilliard's pulling him there. No foul so far. But in the end, one is called there. Just looking at the Bentleigh defence here. They look very... Bentleigh bench, they look depleted. They look really unhappy. Pretty unsettled looking bench at the moment. So Beckham Baker over this ball. Towards the back post. Oh! Flying header there from Mikovsky. The big tall man. It could have been 8-0. It really could have been. Beautiful ball from Beckham Baker. Got to give him credit. That was a beauty. So Mehmeti with 4 goals tonight. Shillington with the 1 in the 40th minute. Bolan Balla scored in the 27th, and Lawrence Wong made it 2-0 in the 11th. Okay. Beckham Baker pulled down there, not called. Play continues. Wow, big challenge from behind. No whistle still. Beckham Baker loses it. Kamakami did well. That might be a foul. It is. Petrados giving the foul away there. Heavy challenge, play continues. Does nicely there, Hadji. Still going, Hadji wins the throw in. A couple of good options for Bentleigh off the bench. Joe Adrazai and Ismail Hadji. Luke Aresti as well. He had to start tonight, I believe, after a late change early in the game. It was actually pre-game. Kalilu Kamara was laid out. Here they are, Hadji trying to win the ball for Bentleigh. They do well. That's going to be a throw-in the way of Bentleigh. Petrados. Long ball played down the line. Neuenhausen, they're trying to work it out. It'll be a goal kick. He might have to defend here after his own turnover. Goes out though. Shillington to take this throw in. Scored an absolute beauty. The best goal of the night. One of the best goals of the NPL Victoria season earlier in the game. It was in the 40th minute, made it 5-0. An absolute curler into the top left corner. One to go back and watch. Here they are now, City. Can they make it 8-0? Beckham Baker on his left foot. Wins his team a corner. Coming off Scott Hillier there. I think they're just waiting for the full-time whistle here, Bentleigh. Taking on Heidelberg United next. Then they got Caroline Springs, George Cross, and they might have a Doherty Cup fixture as well in that. Chilly night, but not too cold. Perhaps just chilly because we're in the start of winter and we're not used to this sort of weather. Ball played in towards the near post. Nice work there from White. Scott Hillier. Deng. Bentleigh out. Number 9, here he is. Up to Scott. Scott down the line, but no one's there running forward. It's turned over. Jurakovic. Number 16 for City, winning it. One more goal perhaps in this one. Nikovsky. Carbs. Was played down the line. Shillington gets it here. Here he is. Baldia does well. On his left foot, boots it out towards the bench of Bentleigh Greens. Worked back from City. Patina. Jurakovic. Team's just taking their time here for the last couple of seconds / minute or two. Not long to go in this one. Just under 10 minutes left. (6-0) scoreline at half time. Just the one goal since then. Nikovsky works it back to Neuenhausen. Neuenhausen, calm and composed, but that flies out a bit. Goes out. The wind takes it. And Bentleigh throwing. Petrados. Valdea to Petrados. A trip. Not called, play continues. Jurakovic. Beckham Baker cuts it back in. They're working it in towards the penalty spot. It's a tight wrestle. White with the save. A shot there from City. Wearing the number 7. It might have been Sam Robson. Haven't got 7 listed here, so 7 was Aaron Cartwright last week, I can tell you that, but I don't think Aaron Cartwright's playing tonight out of the team and out of the squad. Perhaps having a rest. So, a corner here for City. That's a nice delivery towards the back post. No one's there to header it home. It was Nasso with the ball in. Calms. Turnover now. Boldea. Trados. Boldea. Nicely done. Nice work there from Hadji. Petrados still going. Oh, you just think now, surely they set up here, Bentleigh, and maybe get a delivery in. Maybe they're just a bit too far out. They're just going to continue playing a bit of football. Deng works it back to Hillier. Pressure coming from Baker. Nicely done there from White. Boldea does well at controlling that. A goal here will be nice for Bentleigh. There's no doubt about it. Nice pass there. Here's Hadji. Hadji on the outside of his boot. Turns it over. Doing a good job there. He's busy in midfield. Nice. They're through here, City. Just unable to get it to Baker there. Not long to go in this one. Less than 5 minutes. Plenty of other football going on tonight, and there'll be games on as soon as this one's done, so be sure to tune in after this. Can we see one more goal in this one, perhaps? It's been a clinical performance from City. Calms keeps it in. Nikovsky, watch out for him. Might go for a run here. And he does. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3. Keeps going. Works it back eventually. Okay, Nikovsky, here he is. He's still going. Oh, look to thread the needle. Bentleigh now, Boldea. Pink boots on the far side, works it in. That was a ball from Boffy there. Long one, nice one. Neuenhausen. Couple of opportunities left for either side here, just to get one. That one's a nice ball over the top. White retrieves it. Been a bit of a stalemate to end things here. 1 goal in the second half, 6 in the first. Incredible first half of football. Heidelberg, they're leading South Melbourne 4-0 now. Not long to go in that game. St Albans leading Green Gully 1-0. Half time at Oakley, 0-0 against Dandy Thunder. And Preston, they host Dandy City and they're leading 1-0, Preston Lions. Long ball. Not much extra time, I think, in this game. Heavy challenge. Working hard. Worked all the way back. Hillier. White to Boffy. Long ball. Kajiyama was running onto it, but just a little bit too much on it. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Tough night if you're a Bentleigh Green supporter, but if you're Melbourne City, you'd be wrapped. And if this is your team, you're watching them every week, well, you'd be looking to block out the schedule and head to every game they've got remaining this season, because this has been a fiery contest. They've been super good, such young talent, and it doesn't seem like they're young because of the way they're playing. It looks like their experienced campaigners really dominating. So credit to them, credit to Stuart McDonald, who's running a really tight ship, doing a good job. You must say that. Out at Casey Fields, this ball's played long. A chance here. Can they get one back? Offside flag up. Not to be. Hasn't been Bentley's night. Not at all. It'll be their third loss in a row. It'll be their fourth loss now in their last 5 games. Tough one for them. It'll be their 6th loss of the season. Melbourne City, 4th win of the season. And there's the full-time whistle. Melbourne City come away 7-0 victors over Bentleigh Greens here in Cheltenham. It's been a magnificent performance here from the young Melbourne City side, flexing their guns and putting on an absolute exhibition. They thrashed Bentleigh Greens tonight on their home deck. Medin Mehmedi, he scored 4 goals. Shout out to him. 1 in the 9th minute, 1 in the 30th, 1 in the first minute of added time in the first half. And the last goal of the game in the 57th minute. Other goal scorers, Lawrence Wong in the 11th minute, Bolin Balla, and a beautiful goal from Harrison Shillington. Well, Bentleigh Greens, a tough one for them. It's their 6th loss of the season. You'd imagine they dropped down from where they started the night. They were 9th on the ladder. They will fall a few places, and they've got a big game next week. Heidelberg United here at this very same venue. George Katsakis, he'll be in for a massive week on the training track. Him and his players, they'll need to respond. They need to find something. Very tough night for them. Lee Broxman came off in the first half. Keep an eye on him. Let's hope he's okay. But for Melbourne City, what a night. This game was supposed to be played at Casey Fields originally. Got rescheduled to Kingston Heath Soccer Complex here in Cheltenham. And they've delivered an absolute exhibition of a performance. It's their 4th win of the season. They've won 2 in a row now. And Stuart McDonald's side is absolutely on a roll. They beat South Melbourne last week. And they've come here, beaten the Bentleigh Greens. And it's their biggest win of the season. Previously, it was a 5-0 win over St Albans. Throw that one out of the park. It's a 7-0 win over Bentleigh Greens here tonight. They take on Green Gully next week away. That'll be out at Green Gully Reserve. But that'll do for tonight. Hope you've enjoyed the action. It's been action-packed. My name's Max Sotoglu. This is the Senol NPL Victoria Round 12 clash between Bentleigh Greens and Melbourne City. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.